in the wrestling booth. The commentator's booth was on the way back. I thought I would just stop up here, brace the people.
Entering the ring area at this time at 237 pounds from Monte Carlo, the handsome stranger.
Well, before I was so rudely interrupted by that goofy ring announcer, what I was saying was, I came up here to grace you with my presence, and maybe I thought, maybe I could help the ratings by staying out here and helping you two boobs with the commentary.
Thank you. Ratings of what? The ratings of whatever's over on Arts and Entertainment?
Listen, Hudson Hummingbird, when I want any of your lip, you know what I'll do to get it.
Well, this should be a good scientific match between Stephen Dane and the handsome stranger coming out in the ring.
He's a jerk, man. That stranger's a jerk. He's an idiot. Look at him. Oh, handing out roses, kissing hands. Oh, isn't he Mr. So Sweet and Mr. Romance? Oh, la-di-da. Makes me sick.
Former tag team partners, Craig, if I may get a word in here edgewise, had some success in the tag team tournament for the Global Wrestling Federation.
If you remember, they were annihilated by me and Rip Rogers in the tag team tournament. Thank you. Word.
Word?
Word to Scotty. That's right, homeboy Johnson and Mr. Hudson Hummingbird. Talk about it, Johnson. Talk about it.
Wow.
Well, you were talking about the fact that these two were partners in the tag team tournament.
Well, they certainly were. They had some good matches, despite what Scott Anthony comes up with. Going to be interesting to see how two former partners, I wouldn't say former partners, I don't remember any kind of falling out between the two, between the stranger and Steve Dane.
Well, looking forward now, although you do take shortcuts at times.
The only thing falling out is Hudson's hair. Let's just clear the air right here.
Good.
You like that? I see you laughing there, Johnson. You don't like Hudson either, do you?
Fireman's carry. Although you do take shortcuts, Mr. Anthony, you are an excellent freestyle scientific wrestler. Well, you must appreciate matches like this.
First of all, if you don't take the shortcuts, you won't get to the arena on time, and you want to leave late. Secondly, yes, I'm a great scientific wrestler. In fact, in the Portland region, I was known as the wrestling expert.
Scott Anthony lending his expertise.
There's an awful lot about Portland.
And here we go. Look at that. Look at that stranger crying. What a sissy. Oh, a little handshake. Isn't that just sweet? Isn't that special?
Well, it's good sportsmanship. That's what you like to see out of these guys.
It certainly is, and you don't really see enough of that in wrestling. The good sportsmanship, the handshakes, the appreciation for each other's abilities, and we're seeing that between Stephen Dane and the handsome stranger.
That was a nice little series. An arm drag and a slam by the stranger. But, he's still a jerk. I hate him. Jerk.
We'll reiterate that Mr. Anthony's opinions are his own.
Not a lot known about the handsome stranger's background, Craig.
Oh, look at that. Look at that sissy clean break. What a bunch of sissies. There's some real men in there. That's a real man like that Soul Taker guy. There's a real man for you. You see him and Bad News? They annihilated those two guys in the match prior to mine. You saw it, didn't you?
Yeah, we
you were
saw
awake
that.
There, weren't you?
Yeah, we'll manage to stay awake through that one, Scott. Thank you.
Reversals by both men, and they drop takedown with the leg scissors.
Leg scissor trip. And the stranger goes for the rope. What a whiskey way to get out of a hold. Never see me doing that. I'd always fight my way or wrestle my way. Counter move, counter upon counter, chain wrestling. That's how I get out of holds. But I do want to say something here that many people don't know about another wrestler in this area, in the Global Wrestling Federation, and that's Steve Cox. Many people don't know that in the off-season, he makes a living as a Gary Busey impersonator.
I didn't know that.
Full Nelson by the handsome stranger as he has Stephen Dane in quite a quandary here.
A quandary, good word. Looks like Steve Dane's pretty stuck there.
Reverses it and goes into his own full Nelson. The stranger will try to power out of this one.
Not looking too successful at this point because he's a weakling. He's a weak man. Look at that. Oh, and he breaks with his foot in the ropes. What kind of wrestling nonsense is that?
It's one way to break the hold if last time I checked.
Seems to me to be a clean break to go into the ropes to force the break of the hold.
Not a manly way. Not a real He-Man kind of way. Here's a real He-Man knee to the belly, though.
Well, I couldn't tell if that was a forearm or if Stephen Dane actually, out of frustration, might have thrown a punch there.
Tempers may be getting a little short here between Stephen Dane and the handsome stranger, as they are prone to do.
Into the corner, nobody home as the stranger out of the way.
Listen, I'll tell you, this is a tough, it's a volatile sport. Tempers flare. Whether you're fighting friend, you're fighting foe, it doesn't matter. Once you get in there in the heat of battle, you just want to win. The winner goes home with the bigger paycheck, and that's really the bottom line here. Oh, and a swoop to the midsection. Smart move by Steve Dane as the handsome stranger was going for a monkey flip.
Dane taking advantage of the situation here. Sunset flip attempt by the handsome stranger. Dane trying to keep his balance and goes down.
What a move by Dane. Hard hook by the stranger. 1, 2.
Nearly a count of 3 there as Dane comes back with a powerful clothesline.
You know, Dane's looking just a little more fierce today than he usually does. Seems like something's got his dander up.
On the heat of battle.
I just said that. Don't try and reiterate my words. Small package. 1, 2. And a 3 count. That's 3 count.
Well, the winner, the handsome stranger, and the handshake to is. Wait a minute.
Let's stay with this.
Wait a minute. What the people didn't see, what was off camera, was actually Chris Love pulled Stephen Dane's tights, and he thought the stranger pulled his tights. That's what happened. Now Dane's irate.
What are you? I didn't see that. Now wait a minute.
See, you're looking at the monitor there, Johnson.
I was looking down at the ring, and it was on the other side of the ring.
Chris Love pulled a handful of Stephen Dane's tights. Dane thought the stranger did it. Now Dane's all mad at the stranger. This is great. Maybe Dane will slap the stranger around.
Oh, this is horrible. What is the connection between Christopher Love and Stephen Dane?
I don't know, but it looks like there's one now, though. There couldn't have been one, because if there was, why would Chris Love pull Steve Dane's tights? Something's fishy in Denmark, and we're here in the Global Dome.
Scott, why don't you go down and try to find out from these two exactly what is up? As in the ring, Dane just pushes the stranger away.
We got us a little shoving match here. Chris Love's right there in the middle.
Let's take a look at the replay and see exactly what happened.
Yeah, maybe we can get a different camera angle. That was cool. What a smart move by Chris Love.
Well,
Christopher Love, we just saw an outrage.
You know, honey, I've been telling Steve Dane for a long time he's been misused in the Global Wrestling Federation. And that coward punk, the handsome stranger, has to pull this guy's trunks to win.
No, we saw...
I've had enough. You shut up and mind your own business. I've had enough of the rule breaking. I've had enough of the cheating. Stephen, honey, I will treat you right. You have been misused. I am your friend. Get away from people like the handsome stranger. He just pulled your trunks. I will lead you where you want to go. Follow me, honey.
Brother, you're looking at...
Don't listen to these people. Don't listen to these people.
Fans, we saw exactly what happened. Obviously, some connection between Christopher Love and Stephen Dane. We'll be right back.